Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Todd Kazazak, and we welcome you for the first round of the NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs for the 2024 season. Here at Jefferson High School, this is our first broadcast at Jefferson High School with a normal setup, as they gave us permission to use the press box, so shout out to Jefferson High School for that. It's a very warm day here in Jefferson, 81 degrees, suspected to climb even higher. And this is broadcast one of our doubleheader here on TJK Network, as later on here at Jefferson High School, we'll be moving to the softball field to cover the softball game at 4 p.m. for the state playoffs. So let's get into the details here. So Pequannock finishing off their last game of the season at Indian Hills. And that was a victory, 17-14 on May 20th. And they'll be entering this game with a regular season record of 10-8, with a conference record of 3-4. Not too bad from how they were last year, as they were 7-11 last season. Jefferson will be entering this game with an overall record in the regular season as well, with a 10-8 record, but their conference record is 4-3. And their last game was on May 16th, and it was a win at Pope John, 21-12. Let's get into the playoff bracket here, just so we can show you guys the details. So, of course, this is going to be a very, very close game here, as it is a 8 and 9 seed. Pequannock is the 9th seed, of course, as we are playing on the road at Jefferson, as they open up their playoff run at home. So it's going to be a very close game. And the winner of this series will play the winner of the Mountain Lakes Waldwick series, which is a 1 and 16 seed. Starting goaltender for Pequannock will be number 19, Sam Rasaiola. She'll be entering this game with a record of 6-8 with a save percentage of .300, averaging 4.19 saves per game, with a goals against average of 9.75 with no shutouts. Anyways, here we are, getting ready for the state sectional playoffs. This will actually not be Pequannock's last game if they were to lose, as they actually do have to play a game tomorrow against Wayne Hills at home. That will be their final game of the season, so it's kind of a little strange schedule there, as that will be a regular season game, so it'll be one last game. Of course, even if they win in the playoffs, they'll still have to make up that game, obviously, but, of course, you know, good season for Pequannock, especially what they were last year. It was a surprisingly decent turnaround after losing 9 seniors. But of course, Pequannock has a pretty young core that's developing and is going to look pretty dangerous, hopefully when they are seniors in the next 2 years. Top scorers for Pequannock is Caitlin Ziegler, as she has 42 goals, 4 assists for 46 points. And Emily Ziegler, her twin sister, has 40 goals, 14 assists for 54 points. She leads the team in points. Caitlin Ziegler leads the team in goals. The third best scorer on the Pequannock girls lacrosse team is number 3, Cam Corbo. First full year on varsity. She did enter the varsity roster late in the season last year. She wore number 40, as someone wore number 3 last year. And of course, she was pretty solid in her varsity early days last year. And this year, she's having a good year with 34 goals, 6 assists for 40 points. Anyways, here we are getting ready for the opening face-off draw at Jefferson High School. Once again, shout out to Jefferson for allowing us to be in their press box. Also, since this broadcast is still during school for you viewers in Pequannock, mainly students, we welcome you to the broadcast and hope you guys enjoy having yourselves a little watch party in class on TJK Network. We're glad to make it for you guys as it is the playoffs. Now, of course, since we're on the road, Pequannock will be wearing their road blue uniforms, and Jefferson, of course, wearing their home white uniforms. Actually, not too long ago, these teams faced against each other on May 15th. Jefferson, with the victory, 15-13. It was only a 2-goal game to just prove the point that it is going to be a very close game in series. Of course, Pequannock looking to get this game back, as this one matters, of course. We were actually covering that game, but of course not in person. We were covering that through their NFHS network feed. Now, of course, if we were to cover this game from home, we would have had to radio broadcast it, as during playoffs, the state controls the NFHS network streams.
For the singing of our national anthem by our very own Coach Montgomery.
Anyways, here we are for the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous light, for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the drums bursting that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jefferson's coach for the national anthem. Great voice of hers right there. But anyways, here we go. Getting ready for the opening face-off draw between Pequannock and Jefferson here at Jefferson Township High School.
Y'all ready for this? Hopefully there's a custodian on the radio that heard that. Let me see what I can do.
Anyways, here we go. As both teams walk to the field as we get ready for our opening draw for game 1 of our doubleheader here on the main TJK Network station for the NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs.
Who was that? She what?
Here we go. Battle for this one off the draw. It will be Jefferson's. Jefferson looking to score the first goal early. This one's knocked loose. Battle for it in front of the crease. And it is recovered by Pequannock's defense. Pequannock bringing this one over into Jefferson's zone here. Ruby Smith with it. Now Summer Cerisi. Now Cam Corva with it. Now Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio looking through traffic. And this one will be knocked loose. And we will have a whistle as there was a little physical contact initiated. So Pequannock with an opportunity here, set up here with Teresa Iorio in possession here. Teresa Iorio with a shot, and she scores! Teresa Iorio gets Pequannock on the board. And Pequannock will take the first lead, 1-0. Pequannock, unfortunately not win that draw. The officials will signal it to Jefferson. And Jefferson looks to get started back on the offense here, looking for a response, and that shot is saved by Rasaiola. I believe there was contact there, so Jefferson with a chance to set up here, and in front. They'll respond and tie this game up at 1.
Chapman, where's Filipina? Somewhere? Is he over there?
Are you only interviewing players?
We're going to interview a player. Could you do me a favor? Could you take the cart and have that bus move up in front of by the basketball court? Thank you.
With 10:09 to go in the first quarter, we're tied at 1. Ball loose at the draw. Knocked up high. Pequannock battling for it. Loose on the ground. Jefferson back with it again. And a shot. And they'll take the lead 2-1.
You're a freshman? You're a freshman now? I was a freshman in 2014. That's all I know.
Actually, hold up. There was a whistle as that one went in the net. So actually, they'll get a chance to set up again here. So hold quickly. But Jefferson still with a chance to take it here. And that one will be saved. So we'll remain tied at 1 there. The whistle was blown as that one went into the net there. So that one did not count. So Pequannock was able to get a break right there early.
Him and I have known each other for 13 years. He went to college in high school. He's nice.
And the Panthers will
He literally bumped up. He posted when we were juniors.
now have possession of the ball here. Ball loose at center. Panthers get it back here. We'll bring this one into Jefferson zone. Ruby Smith over to Summer Cerisi. Summer Cerisi was knocked right there. No call. Kaylin Zegler with it now. Kaylin Zegler in front. And this one's saved. Jefferson bringing this one back now. And a little bit of a collision right there in front of the net. This will give the Falcons a chance right here to take a lead 2-1 from that goal that did not count earlier. And of course, Pequannock getting a break on the second opportunity. Now Jefferson with another chance here, and they will take the lead 2-1. Pequannock will get this one off the draw here. And now Pequannock with a chance to respond and tie this game back up at 2. This one went loose as this one was passed in front of the net, but Pequannock recovers. And looks to set up here. Cam Corba with it. Now over to Teresa Iorio. Sarah Robinson. Back to Teresa Iorio. Now back to Cam Corbo. Teresa Iorio to Emily Zegler. Emily Zegler. Over to Sarah Robinson. Now over to Caitlin Zegler. Now Cam Corbo. And she is checked right there. It will give Pequannock an opportunity here to tie this game up at 2. Cam Corbo with it. Cam Corbo with the shot. It goes wide. Kept in bounds by Jefferson. Ball is loose. And the Falcons will take possession. All right, never mind. It looks like officials will hand this one right back to Pequannock. They thought they had it there for a second. So Pequannock will continue here on the offense, looking for that tying goal right here. Here we go. Kaylin Ziegler from Ruby Smith. Now over to Cam Corbo in front. Now over to Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio rushing in. This one was knocked away. And Jefferson now with it. 5:28 to go in the first quarter. Jefferson looking to take a 2-goal lead. And Jefferson here turns this one over here. Pequannock has it back. Still loose, but looks like Grace Vischer will recover it and give this one over to Zoe Wisner. And Zoe Wisner was tied up there between one of the Jefferson players. But the ball will still be to Pequannock. Zoe Wisner taking this one out to center. Pequannock bringing this one back in. Kaylin Ziegler. Over to Cam Corbo. Cam Corbo gets it over to Teresa Iorio. And now Cam Corbo back with it. Now Summer Cerisi with it. Tied up. She gives it back to Cam Corbo. Now over to Teresa Iorio. Now Ava Heinold. Now over to Kaylin Ziegler. And this one is knocked away. And Pequannock with an opportunity here. Tie this game up at 2. Kaylin Ziegler with it in front. This one goes over the net. And now Falcons taking this one out. Falcons lead 2-1. Looking for a 2-goal lead. As this one goes wide and out of bounds. Pequannock back with it. Maria Iorio gives this one over to Grace Vischer. Grace Vischer is knocked over, but she was able to get it to Maria Iorio. And now Maria Iorio gets it to Zoe Wisner. And now at center, Grace Vischer with it here. And now Pequannock back on offense here from Kaylin Ziegler to Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio with it. She'll give it to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler with a shot. And this one was saved right here, I believe, or went wide. Goaltender may have gotten a piece of that one right there. So Pequannock will continue here. Looking for the tying goal here. Ball knocked loose. .147 to go in the first. Pequannock with a chance to set up here. Cam Corbo. Over to Emily Ziegler. Cam Corbo back with it in front. Now over to Kaylin Ziegler. And now Emily Ziegler. Back to Teresa Iorio. Now Sarah Robertson with it. Ruby Smith. Over to Kaylin Ziegler. Cam Corbo back with it. Cam Corbo with a shot! And she scores! Cam Corbo ties the game up at 2 for the Panthers. And we're now back tied even at 2 with Cam Corbo getting it for the Panthers. Pequannock wins his draw here with Emily Ziegler. As we have a whistle here, as this one was knocked. And play will resume here with Emily Ziegler in possession. Cam Corvo back with it. Now over to Ava Heinold. And it looks like Caitlin Ziegler right there was tied up. And that'll give her a chance here for the Panthers to take the lead. But it looks like the buzzer will sound to end off this first quarter with Pequannock and Jefferson tied even at 2 apiece. Goal scored by Pequannock, number 18, Teresa Iorio, and number 3, Cam Corbo. Stay tuned for the second quarter shortly. You are watching the 2024 NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs here on TJK Network, here at Jefferson High School.
Well, I think wrestling is actually pretty good. I just, all the scenes. I don't know what you guys call it. Oh, yeah, the bar, the 32B is soaking wet. I like that. Open up? Just start working? I know. He coached in Burlington. Legendary. He runs the spread offense. Yeah, he runs spread. We have the those guys. We have those. I worked at the he had 2 snaps. He got sacked. The game gets close. The good thing is he can he can throw the ball. He's a really good thrower in the back. He has his own son. He roll out. He can roll out, but he's not fast. He's like a Tom Brady kind of. He's able to avoid the pocket.
Here we are, getting ready for the second quarter. We're tied at 2. This game is going to come down to the wire. Both teams with the same record. And only 1 seed apart in power points. It's pretty packed here in attendance-wise. A lot of the Jefferson students cheering on their home crowd. Excuse me, home team as the home crowd. Anyways, here we are. Second quarter. Officials discussing something.
Where they're gonna start the you're trying to hold on, what's the point of passing, bro?
And it looks like Jefferson will have possession off this face-off draw, and here we go. So Jefferson with it here. So we'll have this one in front here, looking for some room. Pequannock put on good defensive pressure. We'll have a whistle here. I believe there was a little bit of physical contact initiated, and there was, as number 1, Samantha Kepler, was passing by. So she'll get a chance here to take the lead here for the Falcons. She'll opt to pass it here, and Jefferson will opt to set up here, try to find the back of the net. Behind the net, at the left side of Rasayola. Looking for some room in front, right behind the net. Pequannock putting on some good defensive pressure. Looking to try to force a turnover here. Jefferson gets in front with a shot, and this one's saved by Rasayola. And now Pequannock will take this one out. Grace Fisher on it. Now over to Maria Iorio. Now to Zoe Wisner. Now to Grace Fisher. Long pass. Will go out of bounds. Falcons get this one back. Ball knocked loose. Pequannock will recover it and get possession back in this game. Ruby Smith with it for the Panthers. Ruby Smith gets it over to Emily Zegler, who will take a shot, and this one's saved. And Jefferson now back with it. And Jefferson taking this one out the center as they bring this one into Pequannock zone. And will now get set up here as this one's behind the net. Pass in front, and Jefferson takes the lead. So Jefferson will take the lead with 8:33 to go in the second, 3-2. And Jefferson with another win off the draw here. Behind the net. And a shot in front. And Jefferson will take the lead by 2. It is now 4-2 Falcons. And Pequannock will opt to take a timeout here.
I don't know because Jackson's smaller. This kid is like has the upper frame.
I call him Rob.
What's your name? Joshua what? But no frame. If he wants to play at a good level with the way the game is now, even if he is fast, he's going to have to work on it. But the star of your team, that goaltender, I don't think Jake is going to be good. I don't know if he's going to be the OHL. He's a good player. Your goaltender could play for that.
Here we are coming out of this timeout. 8:05 to go in the second quarter. Pequannock trailing by 2 with a score of 4-2. And the Falcons will win this one off the draw here. Looking to take a 3-goal lead in the shot. And they will score. It is now 5-2. Jefferson. Pequannock will get this one off the draw here. Look to answer and try to get a goal here. Ruby Smith gets this one over to Cam Corvell. Now Emily Ziegler to Caleb Ziegler. Back to Emily Ziegler. And now Cam Corvell. Ruby Smith to Cam Corvell. Now back to Emily Ziegler. Now to Kaylin Ziegler. Kaylin Ziegler with no room will pass this one on to Cam Corvell. Now to Reese Iorio. Now over to Ruby Smith. And now Sophia Teresi. And try to squeak by through there. There was some contact right there, which will give Pequannock a opportunity here to set up here. Pequannock setting up here. Kaylin Ziegler on it. Now to Reese Iorio. Now over to Sarah Robinson. Now Sophia Teresi. Over to Ruby Smith. Emily Ziegler gets it to Kaylin Ziegler. Pequannock taking her time here. Teresa Iorio. And this one goes wide. Pequannock continuing on with the pressure here. Caitlin Ziegler. Teresa Iorio. Cam Corvo. Now Sarah Robinson. Sarah Robinson. Over to Caitlin Ziegler. In front. And this one's knocked loose. Recovered by Sarah Robinson. Ruby Smith tried to get in, but that ball was knocked away. But Pequannock able to hold on to this one still. Cam Corvo squeaking through in front. She scores! Cam Corvo does it again. 5-3. Falcons win this draw. Looking to respond back and get our insurance goal. And this one was knocked away. And Ava Heinold forces a turnover. Now it's center. It's Caitlin Ziegler bringing this one in. Emily Ziegler. Now Teresa Iorio with it. Sophia Teresi to Ruby Smith. Caitlin Ziegler back with it. Cam Corvo. Over to Emily Ziegler. Now Sarah Robinson with it. Back to Cam Corvo. Cam Corvo. Over to Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio trying to get through traffic. She's not able to. Hands this one back off to Caitlin Ziegler, and she was bumped right there. And that ball was knocked loose, but Pequannock will hold on to this one here due to the physical contact with Caitlin Ziegler getting a chance here to get Pequannock back into it, and Caitlin Ziegler will score. It is now only a 1-goal game, and Pequannock only trails by 1, 5-4. Ball loose off the draw. Battle for it. And Falcons will get this one. Falcons looking to get themselves an insurance goal here and lead by 2. And this shot is saved by Ross Loyola. Zoe Wisner recovering that loose ball and will try to take this one out. Zoe Wisner. Over to Maria Iorio. And now Pequannock bringing this one back in the offensive zone. Caitlin Ziegler to Emily Ziegler. Now Cam Corvo. Now Ava Heinold. Over to Teresa Iorio, and now Sophia Teresi to Summer Teresi behind the net. Caitlin Ziegler to Emily Ziegler now at the side. Long pass over to Ava Heinold in front. Pequannock looking for the game-tying goal right here. Teresa Iorio taking a shot, and this one's saved. And now Falcons on a rush here. And this one nearly loose here on that pass. She didn't get that one for a second, but it was knocked loose. But of course, it was checked, so Jefferson will continue to hold on possession with it here. So Jefferson now looking for that insurance goal that they've needed, but Pequannock's defense has been holding up pretty solid as they look to try to force another turnover here. 1:20 to go in the second for the first half of this game. Ball knocked loose. Falcons still will hold on to it.
It's off.
1:06 to go. Looks like they will reset the clock here, add back some time. So we're going to go from 1:06 to 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Jefferson back with it. And in front, but traffic in the way. With a move in front, and they score. And Jefferson gets that needed insurance goal for them. And they'll now lead by 2, 6-4. It'll be another win by Jefferson off the draw. And a great turnover right there from Pequannock's defense. That was Grace Fisher. And now Pequannock looking to get back on the offense here. Battle forward in front of the net. Summer Cerisi tried to pass this one on. Still a battle for it. And Pequannock was able to cover that one for a second before getting knocked away. And it looks like that one was checked out right there. So it looks like Pequannock will hold on to possession here and get a chance here. "19 seconds left on the clock here. And it looks like the officials will give this one to the Falcons here. 9 seconds to go. Pequannock looking to not give up a late one here. Has this one right on the buzzer. Looks like we'll go wide. And we'll end off the first half here with Pequannock trailing by 2, 6-4. Pequannock was able to hold off a 3-goal deficit right at the buzzer there. And they will look to find a game plan for the second half as we now enter halftime with a 10-minute intermission here. Anyways, Your score at halftime, 6-4 Jefferson. Goals from Pequannock, scored by number 18, Teresa Iorio, 2 by Cam Corbo, and 1 by Caitlin Zegler for that 4-goal total. Anyways, my name is Tyler Kazak here on TJK Network, reporting to you live at Jefferson High School for the 2024 NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs. Anyways, we'll see you shortly for the second half, with the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second half of this game with the third quarter coming away shortly. Pequannock trailing by 2 with a score of 6-4 here at Jefferson.
It is a little weird whenever I come here as media.
Of course, Pequannock had a couple minutes there to regroup there and try to find out a new game plan. Now, keep in mind, after this broadcast, we will be covering part 2 of our doubleheader, also on the main TJK Network station, as Pequannock looks to take on Jefferson for softball. Of course, the softball team, which we can describe the season in their broadcast a little bit more in depth, as they are the second lowest seed in this, looking to pull off a big upset, of course. Because anything can happen in the playoffs. That's what I believe in, of course. No matter, of course, the record, of course.
Softball. Well, it's Jefferson buses. Yeah. Because it's for school. But your softball team is here too, playing Jefferson. So that's the other reason for the double. That's like
Here we are with the third quarter.
those buildings.
Falcons win this one off the draw.
The parking lot. If you go down to the right, that's exactly what softball.
So Jefferson looking to get set up as this one's behind the net.
Get out. Yeah, well, yeah.
And they'll bring this one in front.
A large amount of, like, we could be a Group 4 school if you cut down the trees because of the amount of
Jefferson looking for a 3-goal lead while on offense here.
large of one. The town is about kind of Mount Olive size. Like, it's a big size. Yeah. But there's the same amount of people, around the same amount of people live in Pequannock because of the regulations with reserves.
Right at the corner side right there of Rasayola, and now more on her right side. Trying to look for a passing or shooting lane there. And they'll get this one right at the side here. And I believe there was a bit of traffic there that will force Jefferson to, or force Pequannock that will have to take on one of Jefferson's rushes here as they get set up. Pequannock able to hold off Jefferson here, looking to knock that one away, but Jefferson holds on. Pander's looking to fend this one off here and get this one out. And in front, save made by Rasayola. And now Pequannock will be taking this one out here. Zoe Wisner with it. Zoe Wisner bringing this one in. As that one was knocked out of her hands. And it will still be Pequannock still. And now Pequannock looking to get set up here. Ruby Smith. Sophia DeRisi. Now Cam Corbo in front to Emily Ziegler. Cam Corvo over to Caitlin Ziegler. Now Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio within front. And Pequannock will get an opportunity here to get this game back within one. Teresa Iorio with the shot. She scores! Teresa Iorio makes it 6-5. That'll be Teresa Iorio's second of the game here today.
You got a chair over there? That might not be heavy enough. No. Yeah, let me see. Here. What's up? Oh, all right. We'll get there. All right.
Watch it, they're gonna come in there.
I know, it happens.
Fixing the scoreboard here, and we're ready to go. 8:52 to go in the third. Ball loose off the face-off there, and Jefferson is able to get to it first. Jefferson bringing this one back in. Pequannock trying to fend this one off, as this one nearly turned over here. Jefferson trying to get this one back here as it's loose. And Pequannock will fend this one off and get the ball back. Loose again. And Kalen Ziegler had it. But officials will signal the Falcons back with it, so Pequannock back on defense. Loose ball right there at the side, but Jefferson had enough room to get that one. Broad in front, and we're going to have a whistle. Jefferson with a chance here to take the lead back by 2, and they will. And Jefferson leads 7-5 with 7:14 to go in the third. And Pequannock wins this one off the draw here. Ava Heinold gets it over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler gets it over to Ruby Smith. In front to Cam Corvo. She scores! Cam Corvo. It's a hat trick with her third goal of the game. It is now a 1-goal game once again at 7-6. It looks like Pequannock will have possession of this one off the draw. So Pequannock will get right back on offense here. Cam Corvo with it for the Panthers. Gives it over to Ava Heinold. Now to Emily Ziegler. Now Teresa Iorio with it. Now Ava Heinold. From Teresa Iorio to Emily Ziegler. Steering through. She scores! Emily Ziegler ties this game even at 7. Different ball game now. Pequannock trailing by 2 goals. Is able to even this game up in the second half. Still plenty of time to go in this game, of course. But our prediction that we had is been pretty spot on, as it's been a relatively close game between these very similarly skilled teams. Pequannock wins this one off the draw. Now looking to take the lead here. Teresa Iorio over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler looking for some room in front. She'll hand this one off to Teresa Iorio. Teresa Iorio with also traffic will take a step back here. Look for a passing lane right there. She'll give it to Cam Corbell. Now Teresa Iorio. From Sarah Robinson to Emily Ziegler. She steers through with a shot. And this one will be saved. 5:07 to go in the third. And now this one's being taken back as Jefferson looks to take the lead. And they'll get this one back on a rush. And now the Falcons lead it, 8-7.
I'm good. How are you? Good to see you. That's so funny. Then you just make it in a row. Back and jump like a
4:44 to go in the third. Jefferson wins this one off the draw. Behind the net. And in front, they score. And Jefferson now leads by 2 with a score of 9-7. And Pequannock wins this one at the draw. Emily Ziegler bringing this one in. Ava Heinold with it. She'll give it to Sophia Teresi. Now to Ruby Smith behind the net. Get this one over to Caitlin Ziegler at the side. Caitlin Ziegler over to Teresa Iorio. Now Ava Heinold. That one being loose there. She was able to get it. Sophia Teresi back with it. Now Ruby Smith. Ruby Smith bringing this one in front. She scores! Ruby Smith brings this game back within 1. It is now 9-8. Ball loose off this draw. And Jefferson gets this one. Jefferson looking to take a 2-goal lead again here. Behind the net. Try to get in front, but this one is turned over here. And Pequannock back with it here. Now Pequannock rushing back in here. Caitlin Ziegler with it. Cam Corbo. Over to Sarah Robinson. Back to Cam Corbo. Now Caitlin Ziegler. Caitlin Ziegler looking for some room. Caitlin Ziegler rushing in and through. And she's bumped right there. And I'll knock the ball loose. And without being physical contact, she'll get an opportunity here. We'll see what she does. They can either pass and set up here, try to tie this game at 9, or go straight for the shot and tie it at 9. Caitlin Ziegler can tie it up here. Caitlin Ziegler with a shot. She scores! Caitlin Ziegler ties this game even back at 9.
You got this.
2:06 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 9. Caitlin Ziegler wins this one for Pequannock and gets it to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler with it. Gives it over to Caitlin Ziegler. Summer Cerisi to Ruby Smith. Ruby Smith in front. And this one went loose there for Jefferson to get it back. But Ruby Smith with a chance right there to take the lead for the Panthers.
No, I'll tell you what happened. They told me. Wasn't school ended. And this never happened to me. They had a gym class.
Jefferson bringing this one back in.
Had everybody go out and they said, okay, you
And
go out and watch
this one was knocked loose, but it was with a stick check, therefore. Jefferson with a chance here
So they're in class right now.
as we reach our final minute here in the third quarter.
And then I said that I was never allowed to do that. We had to stay in the gym. He said, well, they would have rather have us.
Jefferson with a shot, and they score.
I said, yeah, it's true. Support the girls instead of ripping up the locker room and doing some crap in the gym.
And Jefferson takes the lead. Back in this game at 10-9.
I've been in. I brought next to it's nice, but it's more my feelings. Your weight room? Yeah, your weight room. Our weight room is literally on the downstairs. When you walk back to your cars, one of the second doors you'll see on the downstairs is actually where the gym is. So the gym is not that big. But
Come on, Blue, one at a time. Come on.
you also have a bigger field of a set of fields. Like you have a bigger walkway for the baseball field, a little bit of a bigger baseball field. The baseball field is really nice.
And this one is won by Pequannock here off the draw. Pequannock looking to respond back. Tying this game back at 10. Caitlin Ziegler with traffic in front. I believe there was contact on her arm right there, or her hand. And she'll get a chance here to tie it at 10.
You're in Passaic, or no, you're in Morris. Right. No, that's the other way it was. Not that you're in Morris. You're almost at
Caitlin Ziegler with a shot. She scores! Caitlin Ziegler, it's a hat trick. And we're now back tied at 10. Pequannock still showing no signs of slowing down. Neither Jefferson as well, as it's been a pretty back and forth third quarter here. Of course, Pequannock still looking to take the lead in this game. Jefferson able to get this loose ball off the draw here. And this ball will go loose here at the line here as the buzzer sounds. And we'll end off the third quarter here, tied at 10 apiece. And we'll now be reaching our final fourth quarter where this game will 100% come down to the wire here. And the goals scored by Pequannock, 2 by Teresa Iorio, 3 by Cam Corbo. Two by Emily Zegler, 1 by Ruby Smith, and 3 by Caitlin Zegler. Excuse me, Caitlin Zegler does not have a hat trick just yet. She's at 2 right now. So is Emily Zegler. Both looking for the hat trick. Here we are, getting ready for the fourth and final quarter of this game. Tied even at 10. This game is going to get down to the wire here. Here we go. Ball loose off the draw. Pequannock trying to get this one here, but Jefferson's able to get to it first. Ball loose. Knocked up high. Jefferson with the recovery here. And this one went loose again here. Jefferson nearly turned it over again and in front. And Jefferson whiffed on a shot right there, also trying to get the ball, and Pequannock will take this one out to center here. Caitlin Zegler bringing this one in. Gets it over to Teresa Iorio, the shot. Save made by the goaltender. And we're going to have a whistle here. I was going to say with a possible injury, but it looks like number 12 for Jefferson will get up and be just fine. Jefferson with it here. Trying not to turn this one over in their own zone here. Jefferson bring this one into Pequannock's zone as they look to get set up here.
Pequannock's offside, stop the clock for possession.
Behind the net. And in front, they score. Jefferson retaking the lead at 11-10. Jefferson wins this draw here. Now they look for a 2-goal lead as they bring this one into Pequannock's zone. Behind the net as they set up here. And a turnover here. And Pequannock gets this one back here. It was Cam Corbo who intercepted that one. And now Pequannock can tie this game once again back up at 11. Cam Corbo. Who had it there. Looks like the officials will give it to Jefferson. So looks like Jefferson will have this one back here. So right back in Pequannock's defensive zone. And they'll have to play defense there. And Jefferson turns it back over to Pequannock, and Pequannock back in possession there. Ava Heinold with it. Emily Zegler now bringing this one in for the Panthers. Gets it over to Teresa Iorio. Now back to Emily Zegler. Now Teresa Iorio. Ruby Smith to Summer Cerisi. Now Cam Corvo with it. Now Teresa Iorio. Now Ava Heinold. Teresa Iorio back with it. Cam Corvo. Cam Corvo with a move. She scores! Cam Corbo, her 4th in today's game with a nice move. Gets that one in the back of the net. We're back tied at 11. And now Jefferson back with it. Off the face-off. And they'll retake the lead at 12-11.
You got this.
Jefferson wins this one at the draw. Looking for a 2-goal lead. 8:16 to go in the fourth. And in front. Man, this one goes wide. Chance to make it a 2-goal lead, Jefferson. Not able to capitalize. They will set right back up here. I believe there was some contact initiated or a block shot that forced it wide. So Jefferson with a chance here. And this one is saved by Rasayola. And now Pequannock with possession now. And now Pequannock bringing this one back into Jefferson's zone here. Ava Heinold over to Ruby Smith behind the net. Summer Cerisi now with it. Summer Cerisi there. Lost it there for a second, but was able to recover it and give it to Ruby Smith. Ruby Smith trying to bring this one around, but traffic in front. She'll have to pass this one along and give it to Summer Cerisi. Summer Cerisi tried to go for it in front. Nearly lost it there, but was able to hold on to it. And looks like we'll have a whistle here. As Summer Cerisi was bumped. So Pequannock get right back to setting up here. And now Emily Ziegler with it. Ava Heinold now with it. Ava Heinold. Over to Caitlin Ziegler. And now Teresa Iorio with it. Teresa Iorio steering through. She scores! Teresa Iorio ties it back up at 12, and also it will be a hat trick as that is now her 3rd goal of today's game. 5:37 to go in the fourth. Ball loose off the draw. And Pequannock gets it here. And Caitlin Ziegler right there was knocked over there. she'll get up and be okay. And the ball will still be Pequannock's. As Caitlin Zegler brings this one in. Caitlin Zegler hands this one over to Sarah Robinson. Now Cam Corbo. Ruby Smith behind the net. Now Sophia Teresi. Over to Teresa Iorio. Pequannock looking for the lead in this game. Sarah Robinson gave this one over to Teresa Iorio. That one was knocked out of her hands with a stick check. Cam Corbo did get it, but Teresa Iorio will get this one back here and have a chance here. As the time wanes down here at 4:25 to go. Teresa Iorio with the chance to take the lead. She'll pass this one over to Cam Corbo. Cam Corbo enters in. Scores! Cam Corbo gets Pequannock the lead. Her 5th goal of the game. And now the Panthers lead 13-12.
Oh, I did that one time.
I said Sarah's like, Mom.
I did that one time. I ran track for Jefferson, and my brother was just yelling at me. What? I'm trying. What do you want me to do? Shut up.
Face off
That's what I got.
was loose right there.
Any more with fans?
And Pequannock will have it here from the officials. And they will force a timeout here from Jefferson. As they now trail by 1 after having the majority, I wouldn't say full control of the game, as this game has been back and forth for most of the time. But this one's huge right here for the next goal, as we come down to the wire here with 3:47 to go on the clock in the 4th. Here we are, coming out of the timeout. Pequannock now with the lead. Panthers with possession. 3:47 to go on the clock. Panthers looking to get an insurance goal. Keep it rolling. Emily Zegler with it. Over to Ava Heinold. Now Kalen Zegler. Over to Cam Corvo. Cam Corvo rushing in with room. And this one is saved. .308 to go. Jefferson with possession after the save. Now Jefferson looking to move fast here as the clock winds down here. And we're going to have a whistle here. Jefferson will have this one still. And it looks like we'll have a timeout here. Cam Corbo with a chance there to take a 2-goal lead was robbed by the goaltender. And now Jefferson's with the ball. Pequannock looking to fend this one off to avoid this game being tied once again. Now if this game were to go to OT, which of course is always a good chance it can, unfortunately our softball broadcast may start late if it doesn't end early. But of course, that's a part of the doubleheader experience on the main station. We want to bring to you guys the best broadcasting quality we can, but of course, if something overlaps, it will cause the other broadcast to start late. So just keep that in mind. We'll try to recap if we do have to start late. But as of right now, we are looking on time. It is 3:03 p.m. The game's at 4. This game ends at around 3:10, 3:15. We'll be able to get down there and set up and hopefully be done by 3:40. That's our goal for our doubleheader, which we haven't really done a main station doubleheader since boys and girls basketball played at home for the winter tournament. And of course, mainly on the road for our first doubleheader because both teams are playing at the same high school here. So Jefferson with possession here with 2:40 to go on the clock. They need one to tie it back up as now they're trailing by 1. Pequannock looking to try to find a way to get this one back, either with that being a big crucial save, a turnover, or even a mistake from the offense. Jefferson now with it. As the clock winds down here. Pequannock looking to fend this one off here. Jefferson in front. Blocked. And this one will stay in bounds. Jefferson with it still. And they'll bring this one over the net here. Still possession for the Falcons with 1:58 to go on the clock. Jefferson will get knocked over here. And looks like she will be all right. A lot of congestion in that passing lane there. Accidental trip right there. And Jefferson with a chance to tie right here. A save is crucial. And Pequannock could burn all the clock. And Sam Rosayola with a huge save. Panthers now with possession here. Or, let's see. Let's see what the officials signify. Panthers should have possession unless there was a little bit of a bump right there that will force Jefferson to remain on offense. It looks like Jefferson will have it here, so there was some sort of congestion there or some contact that will keep Jefferson in possession here. So they have a chance here to tie it still. And they will. And we're tied at 13 now with 1:30 to go on the clock. Next goal in this game is crucial. Both these teams looking to stay alive. Since the beginning of this game, it's been back and forth. Next face-off win is crucial here. Loose. Pequannock wins it. Caitlin Ziegler bringing this one in. Ava Heinold. Over to Cam Corvo. Now to Ava Heinold. Now Caitlin Ziegler. To Emily Ziegler. Back to Caitlin Ziegler. Now Ava Heinold. Cam Corvo to Heinold. Now back to Caitlin Ziegler. Now over to Emily Ziegler. Less than a minute to go in this game. Pequannock just looking to kill off all the time here before trying to make a move. Of course here, as this game gets down to the wire, mistakes are huge and will force someone to be eliminated. 28 seconds to go in the fourth. Ava Heinold with it. Cam Corvo with it. Pequannock needing to move fast here. Emily Ziegler with it. Emily Ziegler tied up with 14 seconds to go. Big chance right here. The game on her stick. Now she'll tie up her shoe. It's Emily Ziegler. Game on her stick. 14 seconds to go on the clock. Emily Ziegler. With it here. Emily Ziegler. And this one is saved. 5 seconds to go. And there will be overtime here on TJK Network at Jefferson High School.
How much time?
So, if this game doesn't end quickly, our softball stream is possibly going to start later. Of course, that is out of our hands, as now we got overtime here at Jefferson's field. And after 4 quarters, it will not be enough to declare a winner in this state playoff game. Goals scored from Pequannock after 4 quarters. 3 by Teresa Iorio, 5 by Cam Corbo, 2 by Caitlin and Emily Ziegler, and 1 by Ruby Smith. So, hang tight. Hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen, shortly as we get ready for OT momentarily.
5 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick 5-minute intermission as we get ready for overtime. But stay tuned and keep your seats on the couch because this one's going to be a good one here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after that quick little intermission break, we're back. And we're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it is a quick one so we can get right to the softball field right after this, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, let's get going here for some overtime action here for the sectional playoffs. Face-off win here is huge for the Panthers. Here we go. Jefferson wins the draw for OT. They look to end it quick. Three minutes of overtime. Sudden death. Jefferson with the game on their hands. Behind the net. .2:15 to go. In front. Now at the side, looking for some room. Jefferson still hasn't found any lanes. 1:45 to go in the first OT. In front. And this one will go wide. Another opportunity. And Jefferson with the game winner. Hard-fought game by the Panthers, but unfortunately, their season will come to an end, and the Falcons will move on to the next round. All right, so we're going to sum it up real quick as we got to get right going to the softball field here on TJK Network. But anyways, Jefferson will improve to an overall record of 11-8 and advance to the next round of the state sectional playoffs. Pequannock will be eliminated from the sectional playoffs and drop down to an overall record of 10-9. But their season is not over, as they will be playing Wayne Hills tomorrow as they make up regular season game on their schedule. So that will be their official last game of the season. So at least they'll have one good way to close it out there, and hopefully they'll close it out on a positive note. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. Your final score, 14-13 Jefferson in overtime. My name is Todd Kazak here on TJK Network, and we'll see you in the next one. Or actually, we'll see you shortly for softball. Anyways, see you shortly. Peace out, everybody.